Naruto is one of those shows where there's so much lore and mystery around characters that you wish were fleshed out more, and that you wish you saw feats for and fights against other characters. And that's what today's video is. Naruto fights I'd pay to see. This is going to be a blend of like strength-based fights, so pretty equal characters, like who would win, I'd pay to see that, and also just lore-based fights that make sense to me. Starting in 10th, Madara versus Kiba. No, I'm kidding, that's a little joke for you, but I would pay to see that because Kiba's fucking annoying. The real 10th is Rock Lee versus Neji. Think around like tuning exam time periods. We have a master of taijutsu defense in Neji and a master of taijutsu offense in Lee. Both trained by the same sensei. Pretty relative strength-wise, so this is a mixture of lore and equal strength fights. I think this goes Lee's way, especially if he opens some gates. But now this isn't stated in Naruto, I don't think. But surely Neji can block off the gates to prevent Lee from accessing his 5th, 6th, 7th, whatever gate. I'm going to say that is the case. And if Neji gets off a sneaky hit and blocks off a gate, he might be able to. But I think I have this leaning towards Lee purely for his speed and ferocity. Also, when he looked at Neji during the Gaara fight, Neji full on shat his pants. So this is going Lee's way, but I would pay to see this fight. In 9th place, we have Tsunade versus the 4th Raikage. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. This was teased. But like, this is like pure berserker strength in a fight. More on Tsunade's side and a bit more speed from the Raikage side. And if he can blitz her and get a one-hit KO on her, he might win this, but I still have this going Tsunade's way. Because he would need quite a few hits to take her out, and she just needs 1 or 2 good hits. But yeah, as I said, speed plays a massive factor in this, so I would fucking pay big bucks to see this fight. In 8th, we have another... Actually, this is also a blend of lore-based and maybe equal. Danzo versus Hiruzen. I'm so bummed that we never got to see this fight. It makes so much sense. Both studied under Tobirama. Both wanted to be Hokage. Obviously, Hiruzen pipped Danzo to that. They both technically ran the leaf. Danzo from the shadows. Hiruzen was the face. I can't actually choose a winner. This is like insane Sharingan hacks versus the man that knows so many fucking jutsus, the professor. I think on battle experience it might go to Hiruzen, but that's a fucking good fight. I'll take a loan to watch that happen. In 7th, now this isn't a 1v1, but wouldn't this be sick, right? All the Jinchuriki in a last man standing style event. Minus Killer Bee and Naruto, because they would wipe the floor with everyone else. But the other 7 Jinchuriki, I don't think they're all evenly matched, but I just think that would be a fucking spectacle to see. And yeah, that needs to happen. They're all dead, but that needs to happen. Big money would be spent to see that happen. In 6th, this one is fully lore-based, because we don't really know enough about one of the fighters, i.e. Sakumo Hatake versus Jiraiya. You know the famous lore around Sakumo about him being as feared as the legendary Sannin, or even more so. Let's put that to bed. Let's make him fight Jiraiya. I think that'd be so sick. And I picked Jiraiya for no other reason than him and Sakumo look kind of alike. We could have picked any other Sannin in this. But yeah, who would win? I think it goes Jiraiya's way because of the Sage mode and all the hacks he has. And we don't know enough about Sakumo, so I can't really say anything. But I would love to see that fight. And sticking to the Sannin theme, a 1v1v1 between the Sannin in their primes. I know we got a 2v1 versus Orochimaru. Imagine all of them at their peak, taking on each other. That would be so fucking sick. I think it goes to Tsunade, honestly. But Orochimaru is sneaky, and if he catches Tsunade and Jiraiya distracted by each other, he could deal some fatal blows, but yeah. This might go Tsunade's way. This next one, number 4, is not that equal, but it's just a cool fight that I want to see. This one's an anomaly. This isn't law-based or equal strength-based. Or maybe. It's going to be Minato versus Itachi. I think Minato speed blitzes him, purely because, if we use A as an example, the 4th Raikage, both Sasuke and Madara struggled to keep up with his speed using their Mangekyo Sharingans and Eternal Mangekyo Sharingans, and both of theirs were healthier than Itachi's, who was slowly going blind. So, I think he gets blitzed. But even if we say he's healthy in this scenario, Minato's speed's probably still too much. Unless Itachi, who I think is probably better at Genjutsu than Madara and Sasuke, if he can get Minato in Tsukiyomi, it's a bit different. And he could win this, so it'd be a good fight. I'd maybe put that a bit too high, but there's a way better Minato fight coming. In 3rd place, Kakashi vs Might Guy. This would hurt to watch because I love both characters so much, but I would be supporting Kakashi in this. But I don't know if he wins. The reason I want to see this fight is because they're so equal in all their sparring matches, but we never see these sparring matches. And also equal in their trivial challenges that they do. So, just going on what we've been given by Kishimoto, they're fucking even, and I think this fight will be so good to watch. Once Guy unleashes the 8th gate, I think Kakashi's done for. But if we take the 8th gate out of this, be a sick fight, although I think it leans towards Guy. He's just he's insane. I know I've given him shit on my channel before, but retrospectively, he is a beast. I know it's his nickname, but he's a beast. I do want Kakashi to win that fight though. In 2nd place, I said there's another Minato. Tobirama versus Minato. I know they're not directly related, but it's like a bit of a student versus the master situation, even though there's a generation between them. Minato has a similar moveset to Tobirama. I would say he's faster, and he perfected the Flying Raijin, but still, Tobirama created it, and a ton of other jutsus. So it's like Tobirama's insane IQ versus Minato's insane speed, without forgetting that Tobirama is a pure-blooded Senju with massive chakra reserves. But Minato also... Are we going to take KCM Minato? I think KCM Minato does Tobirama in. So if we take Kurama out of the situation, I think it's a fair fight. A very fair fight that's hard to call. But obviously, put Kurama in there, that negates Tobirama's chakra advantage, and Minato wins. But yeah, that's an interesting one, actually. Let me know in the comments who you think has that. This might be the toughest one to call, apart from number 1. And number 1 has got me in hot water before, and it's the reason I put it on this list. Because I made a video a couple of weeks ago about Kage level characters, and I said that Madara as Jubidara was stronger than Kaguya, and boy, I got cooked. So that's why I want to see that as number 1. Kaguya versus Jubidara. Who the fuck doesn't want to see that? Without Madara getting sneak attacked. That's probably the most money I would spend, purely because of how I was getting cooked. Because if Madara pulls that off, there's my ultimate defense to all those comments. I personally still... It's tough. I have researched it a bit more since making that statement, and it's still as close as I thought, but I might not edge it Madara's way anymore. I don't know. But yeah, I need that for my sanity of getting cooked. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like the video, please do subscribe, and I know this was a fucking short one. I do love you, but I have a full-time job, so